and welcome to the second episode of Pacific Gamers Club podcast. Today, I am joined by Mr. Nitz and Mr. Phillip Mortel. Thanks,
Bula.
guys. Thanks.
Bula.
Thanks, guys, for joining me today. Today, we're going to be talking about more video games. If you listen to our first episode that I did with Noe, Nathan, and Nate Khan, it's on our YouTube channel, just like this episode and all episodes going forward. This is under the Pacific Nerd Corner channel. I did a little bit of rebranding of the channel. So because I'm doing two shows, I'm doing a gaming show and I'm recording a show tomorrow with Renee and Chris. And we're going to be talking about like pop culture stuff in general, like movies, films, and comics. So stay tuned for that one. And yeah, so, well, focusing on this episode, we'll just start off with how we started the last one. Like, Nitz, like, tell us how you got into gaming. What are your gaming roots? Just, start off.
So yeah, man. Like I probably started with gaming back in say 1994 when my dad he returned from a peacekeeping mission and he got us this like a all-in-one kind of gaming console thing, like 100, 200 games in one. But it was just it was just like 50 games, but then replicated. So yeah, that was my first experience with gaming, and then since then, ever since then, been hooked to it, man. So basically, from that, came on to PlayStation 1. But I never really owned a PlayStation console. Never had a controller, a console, or nothing. My dad bought us this computer, right, for like studies and like all that stuff. And I somehow found a PlayStation 1 emulator. And so I put it up in the computer, and then turns out you could read PlayStation discs through the DVD-ROM or the CD-ROM. So I just went out to Rowell, bought a bunch of games and everything, and just started playing PS1 games on my PC with like a keyboard and mouse and everything, bro. So that was like PS1 days, and then eventually I managed to persuade my father. This was like Form 6 or Form 5 or something, to buy me a PS2. And then PS2 went on to the PS3, and then after PS3, I think around the time Battlefield came out. I was like more into Call of Duty Modern Warfare and like those kind of sort of fast-paced shooters. But then I don't know what I saw. It was like the longest headshot in Battlefield or something like this, like from like a kilometer away. And then this guy, when he was aiming, he wasn't actually aiming at the guy that was on the ground. He was like aiming way above him. And I was like, wow, like, how is he shooting? Like, what's with the, like, it's all janky and stuff, eh? And then I found out later on that Battlefield uses like sort of real life mechanics in terms of shooting and everything.
Like physics.
Like, oh, yeah, like physics and everything. I was like, oh, okay, this is something I could get into. So got Battlefield for PS3. And then, so once I started playing it, I realized that the videos that I was watching on YouTube, they were far greater compared to the gameplay that I was experiencing. I was like, how come, like, what's going on here? Why am I not getting the same sort of gameplay? And then realized that, Battlefield, the people that were putting the videos out, they were playing it on PC.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, okay.
I thought the reason was like, oh, I suck, that's why.
Better people than me out there.
No. So and I was like, now time to sell the PS3, man. I sold the PS3. I got a loan from my dad, and I built my first computer, like a first proper computer. You know, before I used to have random parts strung together, one to 8 RAM, 512 RAM or something. Nah? So I built a proper computer, and then it's just been PC gaming ever since, man.
Nice. Nice. So what about you, Phillip?
Pretty much, I guess we have the same story, man. Like my earliest childhood memory of my dad is he was playing Pac-Man in the Atari. Like I don't really remember. I don't remember anything much like when I was a small kid back then. But that's what I remember. That my mom used to say that your dad used to play like until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at. He's a doctor by the way, and he's like playing at like Pac-Man, and then it's. So yeah, pretty much, and then ever since then, it's gaming has always been part of my life. Because I grew up in the Philippines. I was originally from Philippines, So and gaming there is pretty much like a community event. Like you got your neighbor who has a Nintendo 64. Like
Oh
True,
yeah,
yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So like it all started with the Famicom, the NES, the
Mm,
original Nintendo Entertainment
yeah.
System. So we used
Yeah.
to play all of those ones. My cousin has one. We used to go to his house, and it's all the same story. Yeah. So yeah, your neighbor gets a PlayStation One. Like, hey, everyone, I got this. And I was like thinking, what's a PlayStation? Yeah, like
Oh
is this
yeah,
like
man.
an is this like an arcade? Did you open an arcade or something? And then yeah, so everyone gets an N64. So yeah, and so pretty much, but yeah, I've always been a PC gamer. I think that's what I said. It's the same story with Nate's. My parents got a like a PC. This was somewhere around 1998, 1999, I
Yeah.
think. And it's supposed to be like an educational thing, and then
Exactly. Yeah. Educational tool.
yeah, but in Philippines, it was really easy to get those freeware stuff. You know, like you got this disc that has like
Mm.
200
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
games in it,
Demos and stuff. Yeah.
demos and stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then eventually, like it was easier to find games. Like my cousin had PC games and stuff. So yeah, and then I moved into Fiji. This was around 2001, and yeah, it wasn't that advanced back here. So then that's how I moved back to PlayStation because it was easier to get it.
Oh yeah.
Was very expensive to get PC parts back then.
True. True.
So yeah, from PlayStation 1, and then eventually when PlayStation 2 came out, I got that one. It's only when PlayStation 3 came in, and then I saw how much it costs, and then how much the games cost. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, this is not sustainable.
Pounds.
so,
Pounds.
so that's why I had like a really shitty PC. Then I started like adding parts on it. Like same thing. Like I said, same story as this, man. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
adding
twins, bro.
parts.
We're twins. Man.
Yeah, we twins. We have the same dad, bro.
I got no hair, bro.
So yeah, so when I started adding parts to it, my PC started becoming halfway decent, and then the game sharing how it goes, right? The IT
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I got this, I got Oblivion, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
man.
like I said, man, I'm a hardcore gamer. Man. I've always been a gamer.
Yeah,
True.
same man. Like once I switched to PC too, because I was mostly throughout my life, I used to just play whatever I could get my hands on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
As I said last episode, I had the advantage of my brothers being 8 years older than me. So while I was young, they were pretty much grown up, and they got the PlayStations, they got the games. So I was just enjoying being spoiled and just playing
They
all
did
this.
all the hard work, you know.
Yeah, exactly. They did the begging, they did scoring good marks on their exams to get. So yeah, I was just like and I also for me, like when I really I was like just hooked on gaming was around like the PS2 time, and when we got an also educational computer for
See?
projects
Oh,
on. And me, I was so two games that really stick out to me during those times. And that time I was living in Lautoka. I got Mafia, the first one, and Max Payne.
right. Max
I-
Payne, oh shit.
And I'm like research. So before I was like, I heard, oh, these games are good. I go research. So what's the GPU? 16 megabytes. Like maybe so yeah. So after playing the games, man, my mind was blown. Like these games have stories like movie, like
Exactly.
films do, and like
Right.
from there it was just like PlayStation 2, play whatever I could. God of War, another big game for me personally and my brothers, because we played from God of War 1 to 3 all together with my cousins. Like nobody would play on their own. If everyone's in the room, yeah. So like really like showed what games would do for me. So yeah, man, gaming is awesome. So I think most kids in Fiji probably has not the ones who were born recently, like back from the 90s kids, they probably had the same upbringing, like play whatever you could, go to your cousins, friends, whoever has a gaming system, play whatever you could. So yeah, and yeah, so I was saying like, man, once I moved on from built a PC, man, it's hard to go back to the PlayStation unless it's exclusives. And
Right.
this year has been, I think I've used my PlayStation more than I thought I would this year. It's all because of all the exclusives that came out.
Pretty good exclusives coming out on PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Otherwise, like last year when last year was mostly just PC. I was feeling bad because I've been a PlayStation kid for so long, and I go through my trophies and the games, and I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry, but it's just like I have no brand loyalty anymore. PC, yeah. So, like I know, Nitz, you've been busy with your car stuff and all, but what have you been playing? Have you been playing anything recently?
Recently, bro, honestly, I've got like good hardware, but stuff I mostly play right now, it's either Overwatch, because
Oh,
it's just like one of those games you can
oh,
get
jump in.
into. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you don't need to spend too much time like figuring out story or something. You just jump in, play a couple of rounds, jump out. So Overwatch and Warzone until I get banned. Yeah. No, but yeah, Warzone. Nothing much at the moment, man. I just like I get like test copies of games and I
Test
try and
copy.
like, yeah, bro, you know it.
Yeah, test copy, bro. I got you.
Yeah, I just get test copies and I just try and sort of like benchmark the system, how far I can push it in terms of like graphics and all that, because I play at 4K, so let me see how many frames I can get. But yeah, it's just been Warzone and a bit of Overwatch
And
at the moment, man.
one thing also about PC gaming is like on a console you start the game and you start playing. It's like that's how, man, I'm gonna play the
Yeah.
on PC. You like go settings stinker.
Yeah,
What are the
anti-aliasing.
What are the frame? It's like a mini game before getting to the
Yeah.
game.
No, and it's worse for me because I have a mid-range PC. I don't really have the ultra high settings, so it's like, how can I keep a constant 60 FPS? Like, that's a game. That's a game in itself, man.
But necessary. What have you been playing, Philip?
Yeah, pretty much same story as Nitz. Playing Call of Duty. Anyone who's seen me post on Fiji Gamers knows that the game I play, like how fast can Call of Duty finish my data with all this with all these updates. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Because it's like what Nitz said. I mean, I'm working full time, and when you get home, you really don't have time for those like really time-consuming games. So that's what I like about Call of Duty. You just sit in, play for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, whatever. You know, and then like once the match finished, like I got my fill, and then
That's it.
move,
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah, jump out. It's no more.
Yeah.
No more like 10-hour gaming episodes.
Can't
bro.
do it,
No, but
bro.
no, but that's what I like about Call of Duty. Like, I don't see it as one game. Pretty much, it feels like it's a collection of games into one. So if you get, like, for example, if I get bored of normal multiplayer, I can jump into Warzone. If I don't have the time, I go Team Deathmatch or something, or like
Yeah.
Shipment 24/7. Or if I want that massive kind of thing like Battlefield, I'll go to Ground War.
I guess
that's
it's,
what I like.
it's one that thing. Right? No match is the same. It's like
Yeah.
something happens and
That's what I like about it. Yeah.
yeah. So have you been playing Overwatch? And it's like, man, Overwatch used to like own like it was
Yeah.
hard to get away from Overwatch, but recently
yeah.
I feel it's you don't hear about it much more. Even when you're introducing like Overwatch 2, I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know, man. Overwatch was like really random for me because I wasn't like I didn't know it had released till like a couple of years later when some of the boys were playing it and they're like, "Oh, get into Overwatch." Like, what's Overwatch? So yeah, not recently though. I haven't been playing much recently, say for the past couple of months, because I've just been into Call of Duty. But yeah, used to do Overwatch a lot, man. Nothing ranked though, just like random, random matches and all.
Same story for me. Like I remember Overwatch was like 2016 when it came out. Was all right. Started winning Game of the Year awards. I was like, what is this game winning Game of the Years? How did it beat Uncharted 4? Bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
So then I got it. I got it on PS4 one time. It was really cheap on sale. I got the collector's edition. It was like really cheap, like $60. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I got it, played it, and it's it was also the time when like hero shooters were supposedly like on the rise again, because there was another game that came out and like Overwatch murdered it. Like the game was like 5 months and then they shut down the servers because Overwatch took
Battleborn, I think. Yeah.
Battleborn, thank you.
Battleborn, that's the one. Yeah.
It was by the Borderlands devs, and man,
exactly.
So Overwatch was popular, and I played it. It was just another one of those games. You jump in, you can play anything, you have fun, and then you just bounce out.
Yeah.
And I guess popularity has gone down, like, but man, the fandom for that franchise was
hardcore, man. Yeah,
hardcore.
It's the Blizzard game. Pretty much all the Blizzard games, it really builds the fandom on it. I mean, they know it. They know it. It's pretty much free publicity, you know.
Man, crazy, yeah. So when Overwatch really got into trouble was when they announced Overwatch 2, yeah. Because when you have a live service game, like, because for Blizzard, like the World of Warcraft like went for so many years. Like
Yeah.
their games are sick. So when they were releasing Overwatch 2 and they were like, oh, we also have like single player missions to do. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, like I guess it's not going as well as you thought it would,
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I was like, oh, when you said Overwatch, it's like keep
Yeah. Yeah.
forgetting
Yeah.
that game was so big a few years ago.
Mhm.
True.
Just like Battle Royale games are now, yeah. Wonder when they'll go.
Yeah.
I was about
Everyone's
to
BR
mention
now.
that. Yeah, I was about to mention that already. I was a hardcore Overwatch player. Like I've been playing it since launch, and
Uh,
I was staying up late just playing Overwatch. And then yeah, pretty much I think PUBG came out, and then like I played it, and it's like, oh yeah, this is my jam, you know. like BR just killed it for me. Like I'm telling you, I can't even stress this enough how hardcore Overwatch player I was. And
mm.
then like as soon as I touched PUBG, it's done. Like I forgot about
you
PUBG, man.
you you s-
Sorry, I
you
forgot
still
about Overwatch.
you
Yeah.
still play PUBG?
No. It's pretty much like
Forgot
that.
about
Like
PUBG too.
Yep, shit.
no, I was about to say it. Like I was playing PUBG for a while, and then Fortnite came out, and then
Oh shit.
no, but I have a reason. I have a reason. If you played PUBG like when it launched, it was really janky, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
it was an experience. Like there was no other game like it.
Yeah.
But then they pretty much got too comfortable with it. Like for 1 year, 2 years, they were like barely any updates, and if there was an update, it gives more bugs. Like they haven't done
Yeah.
much to it. Then I
Uh,
saw Fortnite; they were coming out. I think it was season 2 or season 3, and then you got this battle pass coming out, and then it's really catchy. Yeah? So I tried it
Yeah.
out, and
uh,
shit, man. Like there was weekly updates, and like they were all doing all this crazy stuff
and
with it.
plus free, yeah. Free was the big part
Yeah,
of
and it's
Fortnite.
free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it pretty much you just like I just download it because it was a
Mm.
small download, and then yeah, I got hooked into it. So that's what I'm saying. Like Fortnite pretty much won me over because of the updates. Like they really supported the game until now. They've been
Yeah.
supporting it. You know,
Of
PUBG
course,
pretty
man.
much just died halfway. Man, I don't
Man,
know.
PUBG, like it was crazy because when PUBG was on the rise, you keep getting, oh, it's sold 1 million or it sold two
Yeah.
million copies.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit, this game is getting so popular.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And but why is there still so much junk? Why is
Yeah.
game not improving? And
Mm.
when something like Fortnite comes out so polished, it works. It
Exactly.
Yeah.
has
Exactly.
so many updates. Yeah, the thing for me with Fortnite, as I said before, it's just I couldn't get into the art style, and then
I know. I know.
Mm.
going over the art style, it was you shoot somebody, they make a damn tower, and you're like,
Yeah.
what?
Building
Yeah.
It's like
mechanics, man.
it's like, it's too much. Like multiplayer games for me, like I'm very picky. It's like
Yeah.
if
Mm-hmm.
something works, I'll play it, but eventually I'm just gonna drop off. But the
Right.
games that did stick to me was like Rainbow Six Siege. Like I played Rainbow Six Siege for a solid like 3 or 4 years. I don't play as much as I do now, but like because too many, I like single player games a bit more. So like Rainbow Six Siege though, it was and Timefall 2, probably my like favorite
Oh
multiplayer
yeah.
games that I've
Mm-hmm.
played. Like for battle royale games, I think Apex is the closest one that I like, and that's again like going back to Timefall because same devs,
Right. Same
Yeah.
dev,
Yeah.
same gameplay. Yeah.
Same.
Same,
God
I,
damn.
I like the movement, it's I really like the movement of Apex and Titanfall. Yeah, it's crazy so how many battle royale games are coming out. Like Ubisoft, as you were talking about before the show, like
Yeah.
Mm.
Hyperscape, they released Hyperscape,
Hyperscape. Yeah.
and they're doing their own thing. I feel like
But yeah.
I'm forgetting a big one. Oh, Warzone.
Warzone.
Warzone,
I was,
bro.
that's what I'm saying, man. Pretty much Warzone won out BR. Like I really thought Warzone, BR is on its way out, and then like yeah, like Warzone came out, and it's like oh shit, it's good again, man.
Yeah. Actually, the interesting thing is, today, Call of Duty started teasing for their reveal of Black Ops,
Black Ops.
the
Oh
new
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's coming out. I think it's next week. Or
Twenty
Saturday,
fifth. 25th.
25th. Okay, okay. So yeah, it's
Should
close.
ask me, bro. I'm like the Call of Duty guy, man.
Yeah.
it's 20.
But,
It's 25th, bro. Get hyped.
okay. So Philip, then I do have a question. I think I asked this question to the last cast members, but I want to get your thoughts on it. So what happens to Warzone? Like, what do you think? What when they release this new Black Ops at the end of this year? What do
Right.
you think happens to Warzone?
No, this is what I've heard. I mean, what they're planning is it's similarly when you play Call of Duty at the moment. There's four different tabs: single player, multiplayer, Warzone, co-op, and then the storefront, whatever. So that's what I've heard before. That's what they're gonna do. Like, you're gonna have different tabs. You got your
Mm,
Black Ops tab, and then in the middle you're gonna have Warzone, and then you click on it, and then you launch back to the old Warzone. So then they're gonna do some sort of
They're like
So,
I
separate
don't know.
games or something, eh?
so you
Oh,
think Black Ops will have a separate BR mode
no,
apart
no,
from
that's what I
Warzone?
said. The BR for BR for Black Ops is Warzone. That's what I'm saying.
So
It's
you
like
just
I
they'll just
mean,
they'll just add whatever.
Add stuff onto it, probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know if they're gonna do a new map with Warzone or they're gonna think no, because I mean it's
Mm.
kind of stupid to like they built in this
Yeah.
customer base and then they're just gonna jump into a new one again. I
That's
mean,
what they
yeah,
did to the Black Ops 4 Blackout.
exactly, exactly, Blackout. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what I've heard because
Yeah.
even Blackout back then was like cash gated by you have to
Mm.
buy Black Ops. So
So Philip, you ready for the 200 GB update for Black
I'm ready, bro.
Get the new
That's-
hard drive from Bondwell, bro.
That's what I was talking with the group of friends that I have. It's like, what do we do, man? Like when Black Ops come out, like do I keep both games and then update both of them simultaneously? Like, what?
Man, it's really interesting. It also depends, like if how because different teams are working on these two different have worked on these two different games. But Call of Duty same gameplay has been the same
Yeah.
type of gameplay for a long time. But I'm thinking like, what if there are different mechanics from the new game? Like, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, once they do the reveal, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully, it's not just a CG trailer. Hopefully, it's just not a CG trailer in the show. Like, what kind of game is it gonna be? But I think them moving towards the Warzone being free gives them a lot of area to maneuver. Because the Blackout was you had to buy the game to
You have
play.
to buy the game, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Warzone, and it could be crazy. They might just do another BR game, but like
Another BR game. Yeah.
from what Philip was saying, I remember Battlefield doing this. Battlefield, you could if I think it was only on PC because I tried it out. Like you can have all the Battlefield games on just one application, and you can just switch
Right,
between them.
Switch
So,
whatever.
Oh, true.
yeah.
Yeah.
So again, it's gonna be launching probably when the new consoles are out too. It's really interesting
Yeah.
how they'll transfer everything, handle everything. Be something
Isn't
to
it,
look out for.
Isn't it October? Pretty much October is the launch date for Call of Duty, right?
They usually
it's
come out in November, but last year they
Oh, does
moved
it?
because
Yeah,
of Red
yeah.
Dead. Last year they
I
moved because
see,
of
I
Red
see.
Oh,
Dead.
yeah.
Right.
No.
No, I wouldn't know. This is my first Call of Duty game. Like I never used to play Call of Duty before.
Oh,
Nitz
really?
would know it. Yeah, we used to be a Battlefield player.
Battlefield, bro. Yeah.
It's just I couldn't get into Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 because
Same here, man.
it's too much in the past. Like
Yeah,
it's
the
not my
guns
cup
were-
of tea. Yeah.
Really interesting.
Just too
So,
old.
like for me, like I did play Battlefield 3, but I got to it a little bit later because when I moved to the States, I guess it's like it was easier to get games, download games, whatever. So I played Battlefield 3. I played a little bit of it. The Battlefields I played the most of has been 4 and Battlefield 1. Like
Yeah.
Battlefield 1, we played a lot of because me and my friends like Nitz, like Vinal, Ravi, and
Yeah,
Ray,
Vanilla and them. Yeah.
we played so much Battlefield 1, and what
Yeah.
killed that game for us was the ping. Like I don't
Oh,
know,
snap.
it really
Yeah.
they like for like 1.5 years we had a good experience. We were always on Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like it like for like whatever Battlefield 3 was for you guys, that Battlefield
Yeah.
1 was for us. So they did some kind of update. Our ping shot up like 200, 300.
Bloody hell.
And like me and Ray were on separate teams, and like
Yeah.
I'm trying to shoot Ray, and it's like nothing's happening. And he's trying to shoot me, and nothing's happening to me. And we were like just standing still, like trying to test like what's happening. Just
Right.
didn't
Yeah,
work,
yeah.
and we were like, man, it's so sad, but we love the game, but we had to retire it. And then when
Yeah.
Battlefield 5 came around, I was like, you know what? They should have done modern times. If they did Battlefield 1 prehistoric, they should have done the
Modern times.
modern,
exactly.
and then if they wanted
Yeah.
to go back to World War II, because the
Again,
thing
yeah.
was Battlefield 5 came out and Call of Duty World War II came out, like,
Right.
Yeah.
and it was just like, it's like, oh, you guys are just trying to chase trends because
Exactly.
your main modern games were failing, and now you're thinking
Right,
that you've made the historic ones, and now we're gonna have
Yeah.
a popular one. And I played Battlefield 5, just didn't click. Like tried, downloaded it, just
Yeah.
couldn't get into it. Man, I was really hoping for Bad Company 3 because I remember playing
Oh,
Bad
Exactly,
Company
yeah,
2
yeah.
in the old days and really, really liked it. The destruction, all that stuff,
The
there's-
destruction,
mechanics,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what I miss. That's what I miss from like playing Call of Duty. I miss the destruction because I mean
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nitz would know it. I used to do the jeep thingy with the
The
C4.
jihad jeep, bro.
Jihad jeep.
Yeah,
I don't
tell
want
Mack
to.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I used to like to do. You know, hey, there's this fucker hiding. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
that's swearing.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
this
it's
guy
all good,
hiding.
all good, all
It's
good.
like, and I'm like, I got these boys.
Yeah,
Like, and I put
yeah.
the
And next
C4 in the
minute you
jeep,
see him flying with the jeep.
flying
Oh
with the,
man,
flying with a motorcycle. You know, that's
those
what
were
I.
the days,
And
man.
I mean,
those were the
yeah.
first time, yeah, first time I've experienced that in a game. Like even
Yeah.
before Battlefield, I used to be like an RPG player. I used to play
Oh.
like MMORPGs, and yeah, I even played Guild Wars too. Then yeah, I think just something clicked. Like I think in my old workplace, it was Nate Nathaniel Khan. Like he's
Yeah.
the one who brought Battlefield 3 in the place. He said, hey, try this one out. But like, I don't know. After that, I got hooked, man. Like after that, it's
Yeah.
all Battlefield, all FPS games. You know, like
True.
it was really hard because like I've been so used to RPG, so I don't
Mhm.
have this, you know, like
No,
quick
yeah.
scoping mechanic.
Clicking
I
on
don't have
heads.
yeah, I don't have any of these things, you know. So I was like a super noob, and then but eventually it clicked, you know. And that's
You
why I
know,
said
yeah.
like I knew Nitz through Battlefield. Like I haven't met him personally at all,
Yeah.
but you know, like we've been
Yeah,
playing with this
man.
group of people
Every night would be
every
yeah,
night. Yeah,
three,
it's,
four of us get
it's
together.
like I knew
Battlefield.
him, man, but I've literally never met him like at all.
Never.
That's the special thing about gaming. Yeah, friends
Yeah,
all
man.
over the place. Yeah, that's
Yeah, and there was
interesting.
this two brothers, Vince, Dr. Vince, and Nelson. I don't know if you remember them. It's used to play with
Nelson,
us.
yeah, yeah, I know them.
Yeah, and then I moved to Nende. That's the first time I met Nelson. You know, hey, it's
Oh,
me,
it's true.
Nelson. Yeah.
You know, where first time I met Vince was like I've played with the. I think after Battlefield we got into GTA 5
GTA
on
5. Yeah,
PC,
yeah.
right?
I was there.
So
Remember we were
yeah,
playing that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I met Vince in the in a flight to Sydney. We were in the same line to go and use the toilet. And I was like, "Hey, are you Vince?" He's like, "Yeah." Yeah, that's the first time I met him. All this time playing with him, just randomly because he was escorting a patient to Sydney from Fiji or something like that. So he
Oh,
was
I
the
see.
doctor on board, and I met him. Hey, bro.
You missed the opportunity, Nate. You should have been like, "Hey, you Vince, finally found you."
I'll take it. Oh no,
Um,
man. But yeah, shit,
it's
man.
interesting, you know, you bring up GTA 5 because I feel like Battlefield 3 was so popular because of what GTA 5 did is what give the players a playground
Right,
to do
exactly.
crazy
Yeah,
stuff in, yeah, like with the
yeah,
Jeep, you
Exactly.
explode, hits a plane up
yeah.
top,
You're not
whatever,
bound by the like
physics and like,
yeah, physics and all that of the game. You can just do whatever you want with it, and
and you
that
just
was the
hang out.
fun
Because
bit about it.
I think it was the natural progression. Like you know how you play GTA, and then the next step pretty much is put other people in it. You know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why it
yeah.
became so popular. Like but again, like I said, same story as always. I think it's the developers. I mean, have you guys played GTA 5 recently? It's like full of hackers, man. Like I
No,
can't
I
deal
haven't.
with this, man.
Hmm.
I think it's gotten too big for anybody to like control
Yeah,
in
for
some
your own,
ways.
for its own good. Yeah,
Oh man,
it's pretty
crazy.
much that's always been the story. Like as you said, Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 1. Sorry, you said the lag thing, and I was
Yeah,
saying
exactly.
Yeah.
about PUBG. Like
Yeah.
that's what makes people live. You know,
It's
like
almost like I don't know. It happens in many EA games actually. Because I also remember
Mhm.
playing Battlefront 2 a lot, and then some big update comes, and you're always scared. So it's gonna mess up the net
What's gonna
infrastructure.
happen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna mess up something. Because the Battlefield one, what really did hurt, because it's a game you want to play, you love to play, but if you can't play with your friends, then what's the point?
What's the
Yeah,
point? Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
So
But
when
this
that
is yeah. Sorry.
go,
Go
no,
ahead. Go
go,
ahead.
go, go. No, just saying, complaining about how it killed a game I liked.
Exactly. No, yeah, and that's why I've always been championing Fortnite. Like they
Mm.
never had this issue. Any like for example, if a weapon gets to OP, they nerf it or they vault it, and then like they try to keep their fan base happy. That's the whole reason why it's still going. And I know people hate Fortnite because the target demographics are kids and stuff. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man, I was playing Fortnite and I was spoiled by it. Like
Uh,
imagine when the Thanos game mode came out. Like no other game
oh
did that.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the
we're so
crossovers. Yeah,
yeah, it's so spoiled, man. Like imagine Fortnite is the only game that had Marvel, Star Wars, DC characters. They have Aquaman recently.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
It's but the thing is, yeah, when you go big, it's not you having to go beg other IPs to let you cross over. It's they'll come to you
Yeah,
because hey, you
they'll
guys are
come to
popular.
you.
Yeah.
And again, like making games is hard, man. I don't know how any of this shit works. The devs
Yeah,
like magical. So So like mistakes happens, like balancing guns, or like it's easy to sit here get frustrated, and I'm sure like they don't want you to be frustrated. It's just hard to like go in and do all that crap.
It's
So
hard. It's hard to hear you're crying over the money. Sorry, was that?
Fortnite.
That's why I'll always champion Fortnite. I don't play it anymore, and I didn't quit it because I stopped liking it. If anything, I actually quit it because I was getting too addicted to it. There was one point that in order for me to get all my dailies done, I played on my Switch. So I take my Switch at work. And then, like, I'm waiting for my lunch break to come, and I'm playing it. And I was like thinking, like, oh yeah, sorry. And then normally I pick up my partner from her work afterwards, and I'm in the parking lot, and I'm playing Fortnite in the parking lot. I was like, okay, shit, man, like, what's happening to me, man? I'm being so useless, man.
Yeah, it's not just you, man. Like I remember, like the stories from were coming out from just here in the States that kids playing just Fortnite on their lunch breaks.
Exactly.
The classes, like, oh man, like this one was like Fortnite was like peak, like all over the place, and crazy how much Fortnite is influenced. And now the big news with them, with their app being removed from Apple and Google stuff. All this.
That's what I was gonna mention. That's how they became so big that they took on Apple and Google at the same time. Like which gaming company will do that? Like, we got these boys. But I don't know what they're trying to prove anyway. That's how things work from before. But
it's like it's when people ask your opinion, like, who do you support? So should I support this $1 billion company, or should I support this $1 billion company? what do I get out of it? But it's just that thing, some people are like, oh, Epic is fighting for not just themselves, but like these smaller developers who cannot stand up to Apple and say, hey, we don't want you to take this money. But on the other side is like, but are they also coaxing us gamers or devs to help them also make a lot of money?
Support us. Like, we gave 20% discount on our V-Bucks.
it's messy, no right answers. This is just corporate going after corporate. It's like whatever.
It's 2020, bro. Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
But I do like remember when the Epic Game Store thing happened and the hate from Steam users. Oh man.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
Getting all the Steam games on there.
And they also
the exclusives.
They started with Steam, remember? They were like, "Oh, we're gonna go after you guys because you guys take so much money from all the devs and stuff." And honestly, like I've been using Epic Game Store. I personally did not find much trouble because you already gotta go to Uplay for Ubisoft stuff.
Exactly.
Gotta go to Rockstar for Rockstar stuff. It's not something we should be used to, but it is just the way it is for us PC gamers. And the most shitty one, Origin, like
Origin.
Oh, bro.
Battlefield. It's Battlefield, bro.
Battlefield, man.
So yeah, it's an Epic game. Like they keep giving out free games every week, man. Like, I have a huge list of games, and that's just, I think it's just people being mad since they have to change. I don't know, people might feel different.
So many launchers. No, but I think that actually worked, right? I think Steam started becoming more generous with their so I guess Epic's trying to do some good, I guess.
I mean, that's what friendly competition keeps the consumers, we get better deals if two companies are trying to undercut each other.
That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened when there's a monopoly and then there's a competition,
Exactly.
The consumer starts winning because we're the ones they're trying to please.
Exactly. So like, it goes back to Xbox and PlayStation right now. Like, they're not revealing their prices because they're afraid that the company is gonna undercut them.
Undercut,
So even interesting. Yeah, go ahead.
That's actually a good point that you said that about PlayStation, Xbox. Like, I've been a PC gamer for so long, but I've actually been considering jumping into the console world. Like I know I'm not gonna get Xbox. I mean, sorry for the Xbox fans there, but I'm really into PS5 because I've been wanting to play in all these exclusives. And it's like backward compatible. So pretty much when the PS5 launches, you'll have a big backlog of games that I can get into.
Oh man, you're in for a huge treat. great, man. The games on PS have been incredible.
Exactly. And there's another point here because pretty much, I mean, you know how the prices of the PC parts in Fiji is anyway. So it's time for me to upgrade my PC. So just buying an RTX 20 series or 30 series, whatever comes out, will cost me way more than getting a PlayStation. That's what I've been weighing. Yeah. And before it was harder to get games, but yeah, I mean, if you see in Fiji gamers, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of healthy second-hand
Sharing,
market
yeah.
going on. Yeah, sharing and stuff.
That's what
So I
it's
think
about, yeah.
yeah, and crossplay too. Pretty much that's what I didn't want to do before because any multiplayer game I play, it's because I have friends playing in it or my brothers are playing, and now it's like not much of an issue
the thing
anymore.
about the PS5 and is because these are not like these are decent machines. I think I'm really surprised like the specs of both the Xbox and the PlayStation 5. They're like
Right.
if you have a mid-range PC, it's probably gonna be a step up, and
A
like
step up than that one,
and
yeah.
if you're gonna be like it's if it's like let's say 500 US, that's like a 1K Fijian, and then if you just buy that, hold off until you slowly build your PC again.
Exactly,
I don't think that's
exactly.
like a bad idea. Nvidia is actually counting down to their September 1st event. Like they're doing a whole thing on Twitter. They're like counting down the 21 years of GeoForce, and
Right.
so I don't know, like I mean the new cards, man. Like the 20 series has been disappointing in a lot of ways. I have a RTX 2080 in my PC, and I paid 800 US for it. And you know, I always felt like, man, it's not supposed to be 800. It just feels wrong.
Exactly.
It feels wrong to pay that much money. Because
Mhm.
I upgraded from a GTX 1080 to the 2080 because of ego with some friends.
Those shall not be named.
It's not. Anyway, yeah, so I got that one, and then actually I didn't like make misuse of my 1080. I built my brother a PC using the 1080. Great card, man. Like when
Right.
you look at when I had the 1080, it was like this should have been 2080 should have been just this but better,
Yeah.
and
But better, yeah.
and they're probably just gonna it all depends on pricing. Yeah, it all depends how good the card is, and if they're like, so the 3080 Ti is $3,000 because it's 3000 series.
3000 series. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just gonna jump to PS5. Hopefully, PS5 doesn't become too expensive.
Yeah.
But like I said, I have the end of the year to decide on that one. Like I've already got everything saved up, so it's either like I do a massive upgrade of my system and try to compete with Nitz, or just get a PS5, like, and buy a new car or something. I don't know.
And also like getting stuff into features is probably gonna be a hassle for you, yeah? Or you think?
No, well, not for me, man. I work for
Yeah.
Bonwell.
Oh, right.
The shipping
We're the
label
one.
locked.
Yeah, we're the one who bring this stuff in, man. It's
Flexing.
actually
Look
easy
at this
for-
guy flexing.
Because Bonwell, no.
Brother.
Like it's easy for me to get PC parts. It's just that, like I said, well, not that easy. I mean, the price is still a main issue here. But
Yeah.
no, like I said, I mean, pretty much everything that I didn't like about consoles is slowly disappearing. So maybe it's time to go in, because eventually, like I said, I'm not a hardcore gamer like before. Like I'm like, like I'm in
Back
my
in the day,
30s now. Yeah, I'm in my 30s now. I get to play 1 hour, half an hour.
I
So
think
maybe it's time. Yeah.
I think if the consoles start offering the 1080p 60 FPS experience for most multiplayer shooters, I think it wouldn't be that much of a like going from the PC life to
Exactly.
because I know like Xbox already offers like mouse and keyboard support on their platforms, and you can also do it with the PlayStation as well using adapters and stuff. So so I think if if you got a shitty PC, and like the next gen consoles might actually hold you over until you decide to build again.
Build it up. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter where you are. Like the PC market has been so unforgiving recently,
Exactly.
and I wouldn't blame anyone, man, if they're like, oh man, PC is too expensive. I'll just play on consoles because like once it's the thing, you get a PC, you're like, what can I put in there? And it just keeps going. And you lose a lot of money.
Yeah. No, and whenever something breaks down too, like, oh man,
Oh
what's
man,
wrong
of
with you?
course.
What's wrong with you now? No, but I'm okay because luckily I'm like a IT tech. I know it's not easy to get into PC. Like it's I know it's hard because there's a million things that can go wrong. But yeah, like I will eventually just have to be patient with it. You know, it's actually worth it. But like I said, at this point, I think I want to separate it now. I want to have a PC for whatever normal casual work kind of thing, and then I want my gaming to be the gaming one because it's
Oh,
getting
nice.
expensive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Nitz knows when I first built my PC, the fucking experience I had. I was like,
mixing and matching parts. This one.
oh man, it was crazy because I had I probably the scariest thing you can ever have when you're building a PC. When it was done, I pressed the power button, didn't turn on. That was
turn on.
like, oh no,
What's going on?
What's going on? And it was the stupidest thing. It was just the I/O cable wasn't properly connected to the motherboard. Everything else was fine. And I spent like 5 hours, 6 hours trying to figure it out, man. It was nerve-wracking because it's my
He's
first
messaging
PC.
me, hey bro, what's going on? Oh bro, it's the power supply. Power supply is probably
Oh, because it was probably probably because I built it like 2 years ago. I just got out of high school, just started working for my family business, so it was probably the highest like expense I've ever taken out of my bank account.
Exactly.
You know, it's one of those like, if this shit doesn't work, I am screwed.
Oh man.
And I'm betting like you were so careful with it before, and now you're like you're just like
yeah.
pulling the
He
ramps
knows
out.
everything. Yeah.
You should have seen me build my brother's PC. It's like all over the place, like like all the parts here and there. I was just putting it in. Because it's like if anyone's trying to build a PC, like as Philip says, it's very, it'll look like a huge task, a scary task to do. But once you do your first build, man, I swear to you, follow the instructions, you watch how many videos you want, you build your first build, and it gets easier, and you'll keep figuring out. And the most satisfying thing is when you press the power button on and it turns on, and also the scariest if it doesn't. So be prepared for that. Either one of those two, you'll get it.
It's up and running. You're so proud of yourself, and then 1 month later, oh yeah,
It's blue screen. Wait for your
it's my Facebook machine. You know, no, it's not like oh that's my Facebook machine or Instagram. You know, like you don't really it's not such a big deal anymore. After a while, it just becomes part of the appliances. You know.
Yeah. So Nitz, you were like you went to M-Wave. Was that the store you were telling
Oh
me
yeah,
about?
the M-Wave store. Yeah.
So you were also then telling me you want to figure out your next build from this one.
Man. No man, it's like for me, building, like as you said, like it's not about like the end product, like what you have built. It's just the
journey.
putting sort of something like that. Just putting it together like a puzzle kind of thing, eh? Just putting it together, making everything. See, the first time you put it in, like you build a PC, you're worried about like will it work or not, or like what will happen, like is this broken, that broken, blah blah blah. But like as you keep building it, you want to make it like really nice, your cable management, your lights. So like with me, my current build, I wasn't worried about it working or not, or I knew it would work. I just wanted to make it look real nice, eh? Like really, like if you were to look at my PC right now, no RGB is on, nothing is on.
When you posted that your first picture of your PC, looked like a unique and threw up on it. Rainbow.
I was about to say that. It was like first time we posted it, and it's like full RGB'd up. Like, and I was gonna ask this though. Like, are you gonna keep it like that, or like?
No, bro. That's only for Diwali, bro. Yeah, but
Raksha Bandhan time, eh?
Yeah, bro.
Put the collars up, special occasions.
Yeah, no, it's really addicting, because my first build is way different than the build I have right now, because I put the NZXT Kraken cooler in there, different RAM,
all the Porsche parts and everything. Bro.
First you just want to get the basic cheapest parts and get the thing running.
Just make it work.
Get the thing running, and then every time you look at your PC, and especially this is like I'm not gonna like recommend you do whatever the hell you want to, but if you start following PC, like any PC building or any
Yeah.
Reddit
Yep.
sites like that, Twitter
Yeah.
accounts, whatever,
Yeah.
that thing will screw with you because every time
Yeah.
you like a magnificent PC build, you'll
Yeah.
start to itch like, oh man.
Exactly. Now you know,
Mhm.
bro. See, you
Yeah.
addicted. Crack
This guy
cocaine, bro.
just went and visited like the PC shop in Aussie. He's like, man,
Yeah.
you know this 2080 Ti is like it's over and done. It's old, so let's build that 3000
3000.
series.
Oh man.
Like, I don't even have to
Uh.
follow any Reddit or anything. Like I said, Nitz is the one posting all these
This
flexing
fella,
on us, flexing on us Pacific Islanders, man.
this
Oh,
fella's
damn, bro.
posted. This fella's posted on Fiji Gamers. Yeah, when he made it, every time, like every 2 months or so, he'll comment on one guy's name and like, "Oh, check it out." And like, why am I getting this notification?
And
Bro, I don't know, like random people. Sometimes they'll message me or something, or like sometimes people just like on there they'll be flexing. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, bro, I got this, I got that, blah blah." I'm like, "Oh yeah, bro, I just play a little bit of PC as well, you know." "Oh, bro, how's your rig?" "Oh yeah, I'll just tag you in the post. Have a look." Next thing you know, this bloody ass, long ass, you know, all this
Also,
picture.
man, yeah.
that.
Also, one of the most comparing and toxic communities too. Like I've been with, oh, it's like somebody you post your pieces, like somebody trying to one up you. Oh, what is that? How did you do that one? Or like
Yeah, yeah.
what is the specs, bro? What are your specs?
Yeah.
It's like
That's the comment, bro. Anybody post up a PC picture? Specs, bro. Question
Specs,
mark.
bro, yeah. And for
crazy.
me, pretty much, I don't have a pride anymore. Like, I just want a game. So I was like, what's the spec? Oh, yeah, it's a i5. I changed it. It's an i7 now. Oh, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
10. I think back then I was playing on a 1050 Ti when the 980 died, the
Yeah.
GTX 1080. I was like, ah, shit. But then after a while, it's like, anyone, what's the spec? Oh, it's a 1050. Whatever.
Same, man. Like
Whatever.
I look at my PC. I'm like just 100% happy with it. Like
Mm.
I don't wanna like let's see how the 3000 cards come out, because the only reason I'm interested in the 3000 cards is the HDMI 2.10. If
Oh yeah, yeah. You were telling me that.
that's just the only thing that interests me, and if it's cheaper and it performs like or above the 2080 that I have, and it's again pricing everything. It's just pricing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
yeah.
put whatever you want. If it's not the right price, I ain't
Yeah.
touching it. As Philip said, it's like for me now. It's just, hey, can this PC run this game I'm excited about at 60 frames and all the settings
it.
I want? And man, that's all it matters to me. Because
Yeah.
honestly, I built all this shit to be ready for Cyberpunk that keeps getting delayed, and I'm like, dude, just come out, because I'm a big RPG fan, man. I consume
Right,
RPG
right.
games.
Mhm.
I'll choose RPG games over anything all the time. So Cyberpunk is up there as my anticipated game of the year.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
hyped up, man.
exactly. So if for example, if the 3000 card comes out, or man, Cyberpunk's gonna run like 4K 60 or something, then I'll be like in the right price, and I'm definitely gonna try to go for it. But this November is gonna be expensive as hell, because you got the big games coming out, new consoles coming out. So it's
Yeah.
like so much things happening.
That's what I was asking someone a while back. Like, is there any more big games coming out aside from Cyberpunk? I think Cyberpunk is the it, and then that's it. Like, let's see if we survive till 2021.
I guess Black Ops now is gonna be the other
Big
Call
release.
of Duty. Yeah. I mean, looking at it, I think Halo got delayed. So
Got delayed, yeah.
I guess the Spider-Man game for PS5, that's gonna be again big one, and anything we probably don't know about. But I feel like PlayStation has one game it's not showing, and there's been rumors about it that they'll reveal the game with the price when they do it. And speaking of which, like August is about to end, and will be in September, and the console will launch just 2 months after September. So man, you gotta get that price, pre-orders.
Yeah.
Like people gotta like I was talking with Noe and Nate and Nathan about, like, for them, like how are you guys gonna get the console to Fiji with all the borders closed?
Oh, true.
Proud
True, yeah.
Proud is just gonna price gouge the hell out of that
Yes,
system.
I'm just putting it up there. Like you guys can ask Bondwell. Like, I'm just saying. There's a
Bondwell.
Bondwell guy here. Just ask me. We'll bring it in.
Advertise.
We'll advertise it. When you guys
Yeah.
invited me, you guys know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Brother.
Brother.
I don't know, Philip, if Bondwell ever wants to sponsor this show, get it.
Paisa.
I'm gonna do the recording on YouTube and then I'll forward it to the higher ups.
Yeah.
Look what I did.
Next thing you know, all the guests have a Bondwell banner at the back.
Next thing, whenever next episode, Philip just says like Bondwell products, prices, and
All the Bondwell cups in front.
You got the Bondwell flag waving at the back. No, but it's true though. Like I said, we've been trying to see, like, we're getting into this console stuff. So yeah, if there's enough people who wants to go for, because like you said, Proud, Courts, and everything, they're gonna price gouge the shit out of this one.
Of course.
It's not. I'm not trying to advertise. Like, I've been buying from Bunwell even before I started working for Bunwell.
I mean, it doesn't matter who's selling it. It's the best deal, yeah? It's whoever gets the best deal.
Just get it in Fiji, man.
Again, it's like, COVID. The new consoles don't usually have a lot of stock because stock is going all over the place, all over the country.
Right.
And everybody can afford when it comes in. So crazy times we live in, man. And before I'm gonna start to wind up the show. Before I go, is anything you guys want to promote, talk about, or any games you're excited for? Anything related?
Yeah, well, Black Ops for me. I'm waiting for Black Ops.
Black Ops, yeah.
Like I mentioned, I'm not really FPS gamer. I'm not a Call of Duty gamer, by the way. But like I said, I don't know. It just really grabbed into me. Like I've been playing it since December, I believe. So now, yeah, I'm a Call of Duty guy. I guess I'm that guy who buys it every October, September, November, whatever. I'm that guy now, Unless Battlefield comes out with something better, then
that's
sure.
the interesting thing. Yeah, like EA said, DICE is taking some time off. They're working on the next Battlefield, and they're gonna make sure that this new one that comes out is going to be, I think it's next year, then gonna push out the next Battlefield, and they're gonna make it. I think that's what DICE really needed, man, because they made Battlefield 1, they went to Star Wars, and then they went to Battlefield 5, then I think Battlefront 2 right after that. So it was a lot, because with Activision has 3-4 studios working on CoD simultaneously.
Cycling
out, and I think DICE is a big studio, but I'm sure that you burn out. It's.
I'm pretty sure it's EA. I mean, they were trying to kill Call of Duty, but they ended up just killing themselves with all of these things.
I think they shouldn't be even comparing. Just
do your thing. Yeah, just do your thing. Yeah.
Battlefield's big, but Call of Duty is like a Goliath, and it's not that.
Yeah.
It's very probably gonna get flamed, but Call of Duty has always been a casual game. It's.
Hey, what you say about Call of Duty?
Yeah, that's a personal opinion. It was always the thing. When Call of Duty 4 came out, I remember I was in high school, and that game, man, we were going to our houses doing this 4-player split screen, just going for free for all and stuff like that. It was easy. Everybody got into it, and
smaller maps,
smaller maps. I should to kill everything, because Battlefield. One thing it took me some time to get used to Battlefield was the shooting and the hitting and killing someone. It was a bit longer than how COD is. COD is you get your sights on someone. 2 seconds or just 1 second.
Yeah.
You press the trigger, it's boom, done. You get the score points on you, and you keep on moving and get shot, respawn, the same stuff. And Battlefield slows you down. You die, there's a respawn wait, and then you look at the map where you want to spawn, bigger map.
Vehicles.
So after I do my jihad jeeps, okay, I'm coming back, boys. Let me just find a jeep somewhere. I'll be back.
Which is, also it was I was watching some footage of Warzone, and for me it was am I watching it Battlefield? And then I saw the COD icons. All whoa! I thought I was looking at Battlefield, because the Warzone is just a Battlefield clone almost.
Right.
So if they are doing it, needs to be modern, and I think if it is Bad Company 3, I
Oh,
think
oh,
it's gonna get a lot of people hyped. But if they want
100%,
to,
man.
yeah. But if they want to just do the Battlefield 6 or whatever and just make it modern
Mhm.
like 4 was, I think that would be good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
What if
I'm
they?
missing
What if
the I'm
they?
missing the destruction. That's
Oh
what I
yeah.
want. Like
Or
I want stuff to that get destroyed. Like when I
yeah.
like run it
Buildings and
over with a truck.
yeah,
Yeah, like there's a hole in the building. That kind of
yeah,
thing. That's
yeah.
Mm.
what I'm missing. Yeah.
I
True, man.
think yeah, and next gen stuff. So hopefully they can use that time power and make those things easier to do. I'm sure like
Yeah.
they're probably ready for it. Unless they're like we will go back in time to the 18th century and do
Oh man,
do
can't be bothered.
the
Knife
Pretty
with a
much
scope on it.
with the
Oh man.
knife. Hey, I wouldn't say no to that. Like like a big open world when it's all
Uh,
just like swords and knives. Like I've been waiting for one. I guess
Wasn't
there
there a
was
game like
yeah,
that
there was
like
a
recently?
couple. Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
there
but
was
Uh, Mord
there's like
something?
Mordhau or
Mordhau.
something.
Yeah,
Mordhau,
Yeah,
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 Mordhau.
yeah.
yeah.
There's
But
the
it's not triple A.
chivalry
I want the triple A shit.
triple
Yeah.
Yeah.
experience. Did you
Yeah.
guys play Hardline? Battlefield Hardline?
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
did
was,
as
like I
well,
said,
man.
I was so hardcore with Battlefield. I was maybe one of the few players who played Hardline. Like even the other group didn't
Yeah.
buy it. I bought it. Like I
I
was
bought it.
really
I
into
bought
it.
it. I
Same.
remember like
I bought
when
it
we were
too.
playing it. Yeah, we used to like it shows which guy is playing what.
Hmm.
So yeah, it shows Philip Hardline. I was in
Yeah.
Hardline. Couple of other boys were there, but then most of them just stuck to four.
But four, yeah.
Yeah,
No, but I don't get
Uh,
it. Like Hardline got a lot of shit on it, but I've enjoyed it. Like
I
it was
enjoyed
so
it as
fun.
well, bro.
Yeah,
I
it was so
think I
good.
think I think it was the maps were just a bit smaller, and
Yeah,
Mhm.
had to get rid of the tanks and
the whole cops and
all
robbers thing was
but
like really
it was a
different.
different theme.
Yeah,
No, but
I
I
also
liked it.
enjoyed
Yeah.
the single player too. Like they did some interesting
Mm.
things with single player,
The episode
and
kind of thing. Mm.
yeah, and
yeah,
plus there was some arrest mechanic in the multiplayer too. You can just like
Right, right.
yeah, yeah,
You can
yeah.
arrest.
arrest someone. That's why
Yeah,
it
it
was
was good.
really, yeah, it was, yeah, that was actually kind of depressing part about it. Like I was really into it, and then you see
Mm,
like the player count slowly
Mhm.
dwindling. The
yeah,
servers are not there anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
ah, shit,
true.
And they
man,
also were
that
doing some
sucks.
crazy things with the weather mechanics too, because I remember like some crazy weather would just shift during your
Mm.
playthroughs in Hardline too.
Oh, that was I think Battlefield 4 as well.
Okay.
When
Yeah, yeah,
I
the
forgot the map,
storm,
but yeah, the storm used to
and
come,
then
and then
there's the,
everything changed.
and then the megalodon comes out. Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah, man.
shark, right?
Even Battlefield 3 used to have like a map in the desert or something, and then or did they bring it over to Battlefield 4?
I think it was in four. I know what
4,
you're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah,
That
they
that
bought it in
map
four.
was
Yeah.
in
Sandstorm.
originally
Yeah.
from Sandstorm or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I just came from Battlefield. I remember like I used to snipe up, and then that's what I learned the mechanics. You have to
Yeah,
lead up a bit, and
exactly.
then
Yeah, yeah.
I came to Call of Duty. I'm like like
Just
racing
straight.
it up, and like, hey, why I keep missing?
Bro, same stuff here, man. Even now in Warzone, whenever
Yeah,
I'm like scoping someone, I always try and shoot a bit up at them.
yeah.
Like,
It's
no,
the
it doesn't
instinct,
work like that here.
You
Yeah.
No, because
went
I had
to sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
no, yeah, it was the same story for PUBG. You have to
Uh,
lead in, like you
oh
have to lead
yeah.
in your sniper shots. So it became so ingrained in me, and I kept
Yeah.
doing it in Warzone. That's why I kept missing.
Yeah.
That's why I suck at sniping. Man. Like,
And it's satisfying, when you line up the
yeah.
Yeah.
shot, because
Mm.
COD, you went from Battlefield from precise aiming to one shots, 360
One
no
shot.
scopes.
That's
One
it.
shot.
Yeah, that's it. Oh man.
Again, as I said, so two different games, and Dice and Battlefield should do what they're good at and not chase the trends. And I think
Mm.
they need to get their player base back, because I know a lot of people, including me, were really disappointed with Battlefield 5.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Same here, man.
So
Bought the
I
game,
did.
didn't play it.
so they need to
It
to
started from
excite
Battlefield
the
One for me.
fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go back in time. Like I don't want to use those like one shot reload kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's just not
Yeah.
my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
same.
Interest but that's the thing, so they went in back in time, but then they have to also, but these guns are not fun to play with, so
Exactly.
let's add in some cheats or
Experimental weapons.
easy
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Oh man, so you guys didn't play Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, the shotty. Holy shit, man, this shotty was like a sniper rifle. Everyone
yeah.
is running with it. The thing with Battlefield 1 was it looked really, really pretty. And the
Yeah.
environments were
It did.
less like skyscrapers and more like jungles, forests, less like fire
Yeah.
effects. It felt really nice to play. I actually liked it because at that time I was really, really getting sick of FPS games because they all were turning out to be exactly the same.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
when Battlefield 1 did come out,
Something new.
For me, yeah, it
Yeah.
depends. Like, what your history is. It as you said, Philip,
Mm.
you were an FPS player, so you were like, oh shit, I'm new, and oh shit, they're going back in time. I'm not interested in that. So,
Yeah.
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 and for people who've been playing all the Call of Duties, Battlefields, whatever FPS games you've been playing, and you're like, you know what, let's go for something new, because it also for me gave me the nostalgic factor of playing Call of Duty 2 in the old times, and then going back to the Battlefield 1 is something new and exciting. So I think I still think Battlefield 1 was a great game. Battlefield 5 fell short, and I'm really, really excited to see what DICE brings for the next one, man.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
And
well, I'm like a full-on Call of Duty now, so I'm like I don't know. Is this still a thing, or like is Battlefield Call of Duty still like competing against each other or
Oh man, that
something?
was like back in the day. I don't even know
Yeah.
now because they're so
'Cause
similar now with Warzone. It's
oh
it's
yeah.
just like
And, no, and I was part of the hype. I was like I was looking at Call of Duty when I was playing Battlefield. Like, oh man, it's a kids game. It's too
yeah,
easy. It's
same
too
here, bro.
easy.
It's like no Battlefield for life.
Battlefield for life. And then like I'm like, hey, what's the next Black Ops, man? Like,
That's it.
I think they just have to, as I said, they just have to stick to what they're doing, and because moving around in Battlefield is way different than moving
Yeah.
around in COD. COD
Mm.
COD sometimes does feel a bit floaty, and Battlefield feels like you're running, you're hitting the
Yeah.
ground,
More
or when
grounded,
you
yeah.
go prone and stuff. It all feels different. So I think it's not gonna be an issue. You know, the trash talkers will always trash talk, man.
Yeah.
It's like no stopping that kind of stuff. But the fans who were, they just need to make the fans realize that we've been missing this, and now it's here, and just make it feel like they've been playing Battlefield 4 again, because
Yeah.
Battlefield 4 was huge for
It,
Battlefield.
it
It was
was,
huge.
it was.
Yeah.
Even at launch, it was like the same thing that I felt about Hardline. Like people were shitting on it because I mean it was really buggy when
Oh
Battlefield.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
server
definitely.
issues and
It
stuff,
was it
right?
was it was
Yeah.
horrible. I'm telling you guys, but it was my first Battlefield game. So when I was playing it, it's sorry, it's my first FPS game.
Mm.
Sorry, let me preface that FPS multiplayer. So like it was an experience for me. I was like, oh shit, look at that! Like I blew up that building. So I never
Yeah.
felt that all that hate. But then yeah, I mean then it turned out Battlefield 4 was the most like one of the most successful Battlefield game that came out. Like it
Yeah.
even eclipsed Battlefield 3. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah. So pretty much I got spoiled after that. So I was like looking for that experience. Like,
Yeah. Couldn't get it again.
you couldn't get it
Okay.
again. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Get,
what I
get, get
that,
it.
that's what I was trying to build up to. Like
Uh,
I never got that feeling again from Battlefield.
well, as I said, like hopefully the next one knocks it out of the
Hopefully,
park.
hopefully.
So anyway, guys, I'll wind up the show now. Thank you so much for joining me. We missed out on Noe, so I hope he's around for
Bloody
the
hell,
next
no
one.
way. Where are you, man?
he had some family stuff to go through, so he wasn't able to make it. But I'm really glad for you guys were here to join me, and we talked a lot. I think we probably crossed over the 1 hour line. That's fine. That's podcasts are
Oh,
supposed
true.
to be
Yeah.
long.
And we were talking way more before that.
Before that, waiting for no way.
As I
Waiting for
said, man,
Noe.
it's really fun, man. You
Yeah.
start talking, is something is just your hobby, passion, man. You can talk forever. So yes,
Yeah,
everybody who's been watching till now, thank you for sticking around with us. I'm gonna keep doing this every week, and I want to get episodes out by Friday or Saturday. And yeah, in the descriptions below, I'll have Nitz's whatever Nitz wants to share, whatever Philip wants to share, their gamer tags, whatever. It'll be
Bank
all
account.
down. Yeah. Thank you.
it's just my Call of Duty stats, and below that
Yeah.
is the Bonwall website.
Whatever, man. Like I appreciate whoever's up here. They can promote whatever they want to promote. It's gonna be all in the descriptions below. Also like, share, subscribe. Like this does take a lot of work, and I want to keep doing more. And your support means everything to me. So yeah, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and follow the channel and all of that good stuff. And I'll bid you bid you farewell. And again, just like, thank you, man. Like, I love doing this. Want to do more and have these guys back on. I hope you guys liked it too. I
Yeah,
hope
Yeah,
you
it's
guys
yeah,
pretty
had.
fun, man.
100%,
It's
man.
pretty fun. One
Thank
time,
you.
let's put all the guests and then let's
Uh,
have a battle royale and see who
Yeah.
With only you left,
Fight
like
it out.
fight it
yeah.
out.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh yeah, that was fun, man. Like good
Thank
to see
you.
you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you. And to you, whoever's watching or listening, thank you and goodbye.